Hey everyone, just one of the followers they asked me to analyze this coin Chiliz. I never analyze and I never trade. Okay, anyway, he asked me a few days back, and right now I want to see how we can look into it. The only thing is when I look at the rank, as is 59, and since I see since October of 2019, I mean since 2019 itself in the market. As I say, I never trade and I never analyze. Now is the first time since they asked. Okay, and in this case, we move to charts. We start with the weekly. As we can see, the price have been within the low range and suddenly we see this sharp move up. Okay, now one is even at almost, the price couldn't take the one almost there, 0.95. And as we can see, the price reverse a lot because this is normal. Whenever we see any sharp move for the crypto, it followed by the deep correction. Okay, and mostly what I can see from what I see here, this correction can be quite long. We will be within this correction for a long time before we get the reversal and the price retest the previous top. Anyway, from now on, as mostly we will be more interested if we get any trade for buy. And as we can see, the price drop. And what I can see here, we can confirm this one is because of the last 2 days news. And even if we put this one in relative to the previous one, we want to see what we have. We don't see any the divergence. That means we don't have much information. Okay. Anyway, we want to see whether we can look for reversal or this one can be similar to what we have here. If we put this one as a flat in relative to this for one more drop, we can expect that one happen. But I don't think the next drop is can break the previous low because simply because of the what we get here. That's why if we can, I mean, to put this to in as a flat relative to this is not really a good idea from the way I can see it. That's why we cannot rely, we cannot simply say since we don't have a divergence, we can put this to relative to each other. Okay, the only things I can say, any reversal from here will take the trade. But if it turns to a corrective move, we need to be aware in case this one turn to a flat. I say in case. It doesn't mean we are going to look for the flat for one more drop. Okay, we need to be aware of that. And in this case, I will move to forward chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. The way it's moving is really corrective. What I can see, this one can turn to a deeper correction before we get the reversal. That's why if we want to look for buy, we need to be careful. And even right now, we mentioned may the price doesn't retest the previous low. If the price continue, the possibility of the price drop and retest this one is very low. But still, we are within this. If the price drop from here, we need to be quite careful. If there is no continuation, because from what we can see here, we can expect this one turn to more complex. Okay, but as I mentioned, for long term, we're looking for buy. Maybe this one can turn similar to what we get here. For one more drop, we do the retesting the previous low, we get the continuation as we can see here. All right, now as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is correction. And how about if we move to 1 hour chart? All right, what we can see here, if we want to look for buy, we have to see the breakout of this correction, either the top or low. For me, I prefer this one give me one more drop with the breakout of the previous low. Then I will look for this flat. Then from there, if I get the trade setup for buy, I will take it. And with the breakout of 0.35, I will start to manage. If I want to look for buy, this is how I'm going to look for buy. Just mean if the price continue from here, then I just let this one break and see if there is a continuation, then from there we can consider. Because mostly if the price take the top, we can expect to get one more drop. That's mean from there we can look for sell. That's mean right now we are not going to look for buy unless we get one more drop. In this case, if the price tag the top, any sell opportunity from there, we will take the sell. Okay, mostly we can expect to get one more drop for the short term, similar to what we get here before we get the buy. In this case, we just follow the chart, and right now we're looking at this. And as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup, and just now explain how we can look for trade. Again, we just follow the chart. If I see any update to any trade setup, I will share. Thanks.